All right, everybody. We are posting very, very late tonight. Much later than I ever post a video. I don't know if that's true. I think I posted a video later than this before, but today was a pretty hectic day. There was a lot going on. I got distracted, and then I got into the Mariners game, which, if you guys saw the Mariners game, you know why that ended up taking so long. 13 innings, very, very stressful. So was kind of into that. So this has just been my first opportunity to actually sit down and record this video, but let's go ahead and get the video out of the way now. These are not my most popular videos anyway, so it's not a big deal, but I don't plan on making a habit out of this. So sorry to anybody who was waiting for this video, but we've got some more college prospects to look at here. Got guys on the defense. Again, focusing on certain positions that I think are of particular interest to the Seahawks. Nose tackle, edge rusher, and cornerback. It wasn't a great week overall, in my opinion. I wasn't crazy impressed with much of anything, but what I could pick up on goes like this. So, nose tackle, Dante Corleone actually did not play very much. He played the first part of the game, then he got hurt for Cincinnati. But he did play well in the snaps that he had. 2 tackles. Cincinnati allowed 20 points, less than 3 yards per carry, and he had a 78.3 PFF grade. So remember, Corleone is basically a full-blown nose. He is not any kind of a 3-tech. He basically plays in the A-gap all the time. He is constantly in the A-gap. So that's something that's really worth watching, but he's injured again, and this is not the first time we've seen this. So Dante Corleone definitely got some injury concerns going forward. Next guy is Keanu Tanuvasa, the BYU guy. He's somebody I believe I talked about last week. 4 tackles, including a sack, which is the TFL. 3 points allowed by BYU's defense. They were really good this week. Allowed less than 1 yard per carry. 63 PFF grade. He's another guy that mostly plays nose. And the third guy is Xavier Harris, the Ole Miss guy. And he plays some nose, but he also plays in B-gap a decent amount. So not entirely clear if he's really a nose tackle or not. But 6 tackles for him, including a sack. 23 points allowed by Mississippi, including 172 rushing yards. But overall, pretty good game for him. 65.4 PFF grade for him. And those are your noses. Again, there aren't going to be that many. There are only going to be 2 to 3 nose tackles that stand out a week. And arguably, a couple of these guys didn't even really stand out. But we got to talk about somebody. So those are your nose tackles for the week. Edge rusher. Again, a lot of the top guys didn't have great weeks. And also a lot of the top guys were playing really bad teams. So that was kind of part of the problem, right? They're playing really bad teams. They're on the bench in the third quarter. How are you going to put up a big performance when life is on easy mode? But I want to shout out some guys, and these are mostly like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, maybe even 5th round guys right now. David Bailey of Texas Tech. He had 1 tackle. He had 1 sack, and that was the only tackle he had all game. But 4 pressures, 81.7 grade. I believe David Bailey was on Stanford last year and transferred, so that's been that's been something I've been monitoring since last year. Joshua Josephs of Tennessee also had 1 sack, and that was the only tackle he made all game, but he had 3 pressures and a pass batted down. 72.6 PFF grade over there, so he's worth monitoring. Before we go any further into this video, I want to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Sleeper. Have you heard about the app, the Sleeper app? Download it. I'm going to let you in on a little something now. It's more than just a platform for fantasy leagues. Yes, this year, millions of users enjoyed playing fantasy sports on Sleeper, but there is so much more to this app. There are live stats, real-time updates, and visualizations on all stats. News feed is lightning fast. You get updates on your favorite players and teams. There is a chat you can use in real time to engage with other users about plays and performances. All kinds of fun stuff like that over there. So download the Sleeper app, the #1 sports app today. Experience it yourself. Use promo code SBN to get a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today SBN promo code. Back to the video. Cassius Howell of A&M, the Aggies. He had 3 sacks this week, so he was maybe the best edge rusher in college football this year. 4 tackles total, 71.9 PFF grade, so he's on the radar now. Anthony Lucas of USC, 3 tackles, 2 of them sacks, 3 quarterback pressures, 77.2 PFF grade. So that's another guy who he may be a day 3 pick. He's not exactly high profile right now, but he was really good this week. Final guy, Damon Wilson, which is very atypical that he would be here, Mississippi guy. He did not record a single box score stat the whole game. He had no tackles, but he had 5 pressures. So I decided to throw him in here because, again, it wasn't a great week for the top dogs for the most part. So I wanted to kind of bring in some lesser-known guys. 78.3 PFF grade. And yeah, that's it for the edges this week. Finally, let's take a look at cornerback. Cornerback. Again, I wasn't blown away by anything, but some guys did do well. And kind of the unifying element here is these guys did not allow a lot. These guys were locking down in coverage. They weren't necessarily making a ton of big plays, but what they were doing is making it so the quarterback just didn't want to throw their way or failed when the quarterback tried to throw their way. Avion Terrell of Clemson, he was good. Easy competition, but he had 3 tackles, including a sack, and he only allowed 1 catch on 1 target for 7 yards. 66.4 grade is not great, but he's somebody that's probably going to be a first-round pick or very close. Again, I got to shout out Mansour Delane. He was awesome last week. He was good again this week. Not quite as good, but same basic idea. 2 tackles, a pass breakup. He allowed 4 yards on 4 targets, 1 catch allowed. So far this season, he's been targeted 12 times and he's allowed 2 catches for like 12 yards. Or something like that. It's been really good. He's been awesome. 82.3 PFF grade. He's moving on up in this world, I think. Dalen Everett of Georgia. 1 tackle for him, 1 pass breakup. But again, look at the coverage numbers. He's not getting a lot of tackles for the most part because his guy almost never gets the ball thrown at him. 1 catch on 4 targets, 7 yards allowed, 72 PFF grade. So he's cooking it up pretty good over there. Georgia doesn't have the most stacked list of prospects this year, but he's on my radar. Davison Igbinosun of Ohio State, the Buckeyes, they had the ultimate layup this week, playing Grambling, but 2 tackles, including half a tackle for loss, 1 catch on 4 targets, 7 yards. Again, these numbers keep coming up, right? 7 yards allowed, 7 yards allowed, 7 yards allowed, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 4. 72 PFF grade as well, so that's a good game. Not that it means a ton against Grambling. I'm not going to try to sell it otherwise, but we work with what we have, people. If Ohio State schedules Grambling for a week, then we got to work with it. And final guy, Takario Davis, did not even really play very much in his game. This is the Huskies, so we got to see this personally on Saturday when I was doing the watch-along stream. He did not record a single tackle. He did not record anything in the box score except 1 interception. And he only played like 15 snaps too. So 0 of 2 on targets. So he did not allow a single catch and he picked off a pass, 80.4. Really like him, really impressed with him so far this year. Okay, that's it. Sorry for the late upload, but today was kind of crazy and shouldn't be happening again. All right, let me know what you think down below. See you guys tomorrow. Go Hawks.